Alright, welcome to the semi-finals of the Dark Elf Bash, where you're going to notice this. It looks like a weird bracket, and I'm going to explain how it works. So, we're going to be doing the same standard 2 battles, and the person in the middle bracket is just going to have to fight on both sides of the bracket, and we're just going to compare scores as if there were 4 people and not 3. If the person in the middle bracket does win both times, then it's going to have to be decided by the scores of the other two who moves forward in the bracket or not. So it'll make more sense after the end of the semifinals. But without further ado, let's get into those. Alright, welcome to the Malekith portion of the semifinals. And without further ado, let's get into this battle, as I did not realize I had such quick vanguards. But we have 3 units of Dark Rider Repeater crossbows. Sorry, I was checking for something. We have 3 units of Dark Rider Repeater crossbows and 2 units of Blackguard and Nagaron, with no more than 5 units of Bleak Swords, all silver chevroned up. We had we had 1 unit Reaper Claw Bolt Thrower, or Reaper Bolt Thrower, I believe they call it, because the single shot has some good bonus versus large, as you can see. And Rakarth is large, and this Charybdis monster is large. So I was like, oh, I'll just, it'll surely make its value back. And of course, I have Malekith up here with, I did bring Doombolt, Chillwind, and Soul Stealer. I figured I should throw in Soul Stealer because Malekith is such a big target now that he would need the healing. And for the 1000 Maws, we have the Ravengers of Rakarth making a return, with more Scourge Runner Chariots, a Feral Manticore, Rakarth himself on Brachus, and the Charybdis with 5 units of Dread Spears, another Scourge Runner Chariot, and the Sorceress of Beasts with just Pan's Impenetrable Belt and Wilson's Wild Form. No summon, I couldn't fit it into the build. And let's get this show on the road. Dark Riders dodging, mostly dodging at least, a Brachus Vomit, with a lot of damage going down on my Skirmish Core. Malekith going to intercept there, but looks like Brachus is hungry, throwing down something on my Whip of Agony going down on my Malekith, on Seraphon, that's what it is. Just keep moving my Dark Riders back, moving my Bleak Swords forward as well. Just doing as much damage as I can. Malekith is losing this fight substantially up here, but throwing down a Soul Stealer, trying to keep him as healthy as possible. We'll see if it amounts to anything. Blackguard and Nagaron being moved onto the Dark Riders, but perhaps they will be rerouted to this big old monster fight here. Malekith did manage to break, and Rakarth nuking those Dread Spears yet again. Reaper Claw Bolt Throwers are targeting the Charybdis, it looks like. Just trying to keep that thing down and out of the fight. Bleak Swords into Dread Spears. Our Bleak Swords are also chevroned up, so this is going to be a rather one-sided affair. This, not so much. We'll certainly give it back to him, but I do believe the Dreadlord would win. Rakarth is doing something. What are you fighting, exactly? Probably these Bleak Swords while I have the Blackguard of Nagaron on him, so yeah, it looks like he is going down. Malekith has returned, however, and it looks like he was flying over here. I believe I was trying to throw down a breath attack. Dark Riders just sitting here and firing at Welland, just trying to keep anything they can down. I was trying to get these Dark Riders to chase Malekith off. As you can see, I got a couple bolts flying that way, but it was not enough. Dude got that two units going over there, but he did manage to rally, and it looks like we do have some vomit going down, crushing this whole section. Not gonna lie, that is some amazing damage to see. Rakarth looking to fight maybe these isolated Bleak Swords, which he is doing. Murderous Mastery just popped, or Murderous Prowess just popped. Got my Reaper, my Dark Reaper across. Dude, there's so many. Chasing the Charybdis with my Reaper Claw Bolt Thrower, but maybe it would do better to put it on Rakarth, perhaps. In melee, Malekith trying to get after this Sorceress. She's routed, and then the Manticore, he might be low, but I did not want to lose to Rakarth again, and he is actually so low, I think I'm just going to sit here, and let's see if we can kill the Scourge of Lustria. He does manage to get into the air. So is he routing, or will he die? He has routed at 127 HP. There are some Dark Shards, and I did get the Reaper Claw Bolt Throwers to try and shoot him down. Let's see if they can manage to land a shot. And he just came right back. Let's see here. Oh my god, that was a perfect shot into the belly of the beast. Rakarth goes down, and Brachus rests once and for all. But it looks like Malekith is in a similar position. Before, he just won, and with Rakarth drawing his last breath, we do manage to beat out the foul 1,000 Maws. I don't know why Kugath is here. But let's see here. 3,700 value and in 4 minutes is pretty good. 4 minutes and 8 seconds, technically. Is really good. Almost 1,000 value a minute. Let's see here. Is anyone else? Wait, okay. I thought that said 7 gold value. I'm like, how the hell did you manage that? Yeah, nobody too impressive. Okay, that's really impressive. Looks like nobody else really did. Okay, well, they did great. Never mind. I'll shut up now. Again, Cav just proving that it's good, and I just keep not listening. Almost 3,000 value on Rakarth, so good to see that he did not quite pay for himself, perhaps. He's the second cheapest lord, but I'm pretty sure he's over 3,000 on Brachus. That is unfortunate to see. Well, I mean, no, actually, because he'd had just augment spells, so. Although we did learn that the Sorceress can throw down with the rest of them, so should have at least had 30 gold value, at least. It's unfortunate that these Ravagers of Rakarth were not able to outperform the other two Scourge Runners. Same for the monsters, just not doing very good. But without further ado, let's get into the Rakarth half of the matchup. Alright, welcome to the Rakarth half. Long time no see, old friends. We have 2 units of Dark Riders here in the, not foreground, well, I guess it could be foreground, but Vanguard, that's the word I was looking for. Looks like they're going to try and shoot up these Dark Riders, these unshielded Dark Riders, and we do have some Dark Riders, speaking of, of our own, hiding in the trees here. They are hidden, so the enemy does not see the ambush I have set up. Two of them, 2 ambush. Then I have 2 Harpies moving up. I basically was like, alright, there's a lot of missiles. Clearly the Dark Shards have been fucking over these dragons. Range units have been fucking the dragons, so we should get on them with whatever we can. I was like, oh, I'll just go over the front line instead of going around this time. Leaving the left flank largely to my teammate, I do have a Sorceress of Beasts here with Flock of Doom, Amber Spear, and Wilson's Wild Form. 2 units of Black Ark Corsairs, max chevroned up. Normally I associate these with Lokir Fellheart, but they are also Rakarth, as they are both from Karkaron, there we go. And then, of course, Rakarth on his dragon. With 4 units of Dread Spears, because I knew that there were going to be Blackguard and Nagaron, so I was like, alright, I'll bring the defense, and then I'll counter-punch with the Black Ark Corsairs. So that was really the plan here. And speaking of, we do have some Blackguard and Nagaron. Showing back up, haven't seen them since Malice Darkblade, so, yeah. Good to see them showing up. Cold One Chariots are showing up because I was thinking of doing Scourge Runner Chariots, but then I was like, you know, Malekith has a Cold One Chariot, so I'll do that. And he is here on Seraphon, the extra mean-looking dragon. Yeah. Malekith. 1, 2, 3... 3 units of Nagaron Dark Shards with a 4th Dark Shard shield. Oh, I didn't realize that these guys had shields. But they're here. So that leaves 4 units of Dark Shards for my 2 units of Harpies to get rid of. So hopefully, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Bleak Swords and the Blackguard and Agarond in the flank. Another Cold One Chariot over there. And without further ado, let's get into the fighting. So, just trying to shoot up the Dark Shard. Nope, trying to shoot up the Dark Riders. Dark and Shard and shit and Shard. I decided to switch over to these Cold One Chariots. They are taking quite a beating, not as much as I would have thought for them having 110 armor. It's a lot of health bar. Unfortunately, these Dark Riders did get side charged by the other Dark Riders. I think I'm having a stroke every time I say these fucking sentences, dude. I'm gonna be real with you. Moving up everything. Oh, I did bring a War Hydra with the Fiery Breath and the Regeneration. So I was trying to win everything. I saw these missiles and I was like, Rakarth does not want to take that fight. Alright, that is not a Rakarth fight. I do get some Harpies over on the flank. Don't know why I decided to flank with them when I could have just gone over. But I think I was trying to wait out their front line, trying to pull my units back. But it looks like these Dark Riders were getting a little antsy sitting there. They did get... So I just charged into the front line, did get stuffed up. There are Bleak Sword, or Dread Spears and Blackguard and Nagaron moving in, so I was trying to get them out of there. See, I'm not a terrible commander. These Dark Riders, still trying to dismantle these Cold One Chariots. I mean, it's happening. It's happening. Certainly one thing I could say about it. These Harpies, despite being infantry-sized, are getting handed these Dread Spears. They are handing it to them. These Harpies not having the same issue. These Dark Riders look like they're trying to get on anything back here. Malekith and Rakarth are fighting, and I do not have the War Hydra engaged yet. That is unfortunate. Amber Spear going into the ass of Malekith, certainly leveling the playing field here. I do have some Dread Spear support, however. Blackguard and Nagarond here, they did manage to rout my Blackguard Corsairs. Very unfortunate. I did have some Dread Spears holding off these Blackguard, so I did throw the Dread Spears in, or the other Blackguard Corsairs there. Black and shit and Shard and everything. Everything's going horrible. I did get a breath attack on these Bleak Swords. I believe I should have been aiming for the Blackguard. You can see a little canyon there, so... maybe it was just unfortunate what happened there. These Blackguard Corsairs did manage to come back immediately, pretty much immediately. As, oh my god, what? Malekith died! Oh my god, while I was looking away, he died. That's such an unceremonious death. Yeah, there are plenty of blobs I've been trying to get at. Just, I don't know. Another, a breath attack going down on another blob here. Got that fire support inbound type shit going on. Did just melt this entire blob. And I believe I was then going to get Rakarth moving into all of these Dark Shards, trying to keep the rest of my large... Nope, into the blob. Trying to keep these entities alive, but I should have been going after these Dark Shards. Dread Spears moving in. More Dread Spears. These guys look like they had routed. I did have these Dark Riders. Looks like I did forget about them. Over here, I do have 2 units of Harpies on these Dread Spears. So it's like, you know what, they're infantry size. They should be able to win this, and they, as you can see, are not winning. I did get these this unit of Dark Riders. Still trying to get rid of these Cold One Chariots, although I do think this was the second unit. So, you know they were doing good. Rakarth going back up into the skies. Let's see if he's trying to do anything fancy, or if he's just thinking about moving around. War Hydra definitely buckling this entire force right here. A little nervous to engage any more resources into here. Looks like I decided instead of going into those Dark Shards that I was going to chase off all these routed units. And Thousand Maws do win. And let's see if I have the time pulled up correctly. And oh my goodness. Rakarth beat Malekith 10 seconds early by 3 minutes and 58 seconds. and got more value in that time. It is incredible. Oh, man. So that means that Rakarth will be going into the finals against, well, you'll have to see that side of the semifinals. But man, that is just incredible. Not as much performance as I would have liked to see from the Black Ark Corsairs, considering they were fighting the Blackguard of Naggarond. Let's see here. Or from these Dark Riders. These guys, that's a little unfortunate, considering they were, how are both of these guys at full health? I was just shooting at them. I don't get it. Oh well. The Harpies certainly showing why they're on the roster for sure. They certainly got value. Pretty sure between the two of them they paid for each other, because this one underpaid by a little bit and this one overpaid by a little bit. The War Hydra managing to get 1,000 value. I think that's the most value we've seen on a Hydra in this competition so far. And the Beastcaster with 1,300 value, she's really showing why she is the best caster. Clearly the Beastcaster is like good luck or something. And yeah, just not a lot of impressive value up until you get to, man, not even the Blackguard of Naggaron really performed. Man, that's unfortunate, but yeah, that's been it for this side of the semifinals, and I will see you in the next video.